doing?
Good. How are you?
I am great, and you look beautiful. I love the hair.
Thank you. Listen, I told you it could have gone either way. I wasn't sure. I'm like, today's not the day for me to be out here trying new things, but I think it worked out, right?
It looks good, and I love the color.
Thank you. Well, I was just kind of going with the blonde theme. I have been rocking for a little bit. So thank you. I'm glad it worked out. And thank you for being here. Super excited to have you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You look
because
good.
You know I love Sunny In Denbigh.
Thank you, babe. Thank you. I know you do. And that's why I asked you to come on because you've been rocking with us for like a hot minute. You were actually like our first celebrity person to use our products. And I still remember that morning when the order came through. And I was like, our business was so new, like, you know, it was like Sunny Who. Nobody, like, you know, we couldn't pay people to buy your products. And I saw this order come in, and I just knew for sure somebody was scamming me. Like, why are they playing? Like, this is not even funny, you know? So, yeah, but I'm happy that, you know, you've been rocking with us for a while. I know that you have a genuine love for our products, and we love you here at Sunny as well. So I wanted to invite you on just to talk about your journey, like using our products. You know, you started with us in the very early stages of our company, and we're gonna be 4 years in January. Yeah, we'll be 4 years. Right. So you've been with us for most of that time, or all of that time, I could say. I know you love our body products as well as our hair products. I just wanted to bring you on for us to have a quick little chat. I know you're on your lock journey. I know you transition. I know the kids also have their locks. I'm waiting for y'all to convert Chris. Like what's going on? He not trying.
I know. We keep telling Chris, we're like, look, bro, you got to lock the hair. My kids tell him, they're like, Daddy, you're not a part of the family until you grow your hair out.
Exactly. Tell Chris we're rooting for him. We're all waiting for him to join the team. So just wanted to talk to you about that this evening. And thank you again for coming on. I know you're super busy. And we really appreciate it. So
yes, no, thanks for having me. Listen, I've been a fan for a long time, and it's crazy because my followers know I do my daughter's hair. Mm-hmm. So anytime I used to post, like years ago, I would post her videos doing her washing process. I would show, you know, me braiding cornrow on her hair and, you know, doing all of that. So people always ask me, what products do I use? So I was having a conversation with someone who was a customer of yours, and we were talking about different ways to get our hair to grow back on the edges.
Right.
And this person was like, I think I had just had Chase, and my hair, you know how it is when you're pregnant. It was just, oh man, it was rough. And a person messaged, and they were like, you need to check out Sunny In Denbigh. They tagged your page, and they said, look at her daughter's hair, look at her story. Her products are all about hydration. And that was my biggest concern. I'm like, I need products for my daughter's hair, especially. She has very what is it, low porosity or high porosity?
Low porosity here. So it's super dry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's very dry, and she just would not retain moisture. Like, I could wash her hair, wrap it with a towel, and it would be dry. Like, I mean, it just did not sink into her hair. And I would tell my followers all the time, I need something that won't strip her hair when I'm washing it. So they were like, oh, you got to try Sunny In Denbigh. I bought your whole bundle, the whole like hydration bundle. And I was sold ever since. I have never experienced products that will just like keep it clean, right? But keep it hydrated, and the growth was just incredible, incredible,
right? And that's what we need. You know, I feel like a lot of people, we buy the oils, we buy the butters, but I don't think people realize how important hydration is. Like moisture is often that missing piece, right? So we'll often see, oh, I'm going to buy this hair growth oil, I'm going to buy this hair butter. But if you don't have that moisture component, if you don't have like if you're not retaining moisture, you're not even aware of what your moisture schedule is, your hair is just drying out. So I'm super happy you said that. And on our page, we preach a lot about not so much growth, because I know that if people can retain moisture, the growth is like a side effect. And I mean, your daughter's hair is absolutely beautiful. Like, her locks are like, even before she was locked, like she's always had like really pretty hair, and I mean, just long and full, and I bet you it's no longer dry. So
I love it. And I use it for my boys too. I use it for my boys, and now that they're locked, you know, we use the products for them as well. And one thing I did want to say, I love on your page, you educate people. Like you show the process, you show how it's done. And I remember one time I had reached out to you and my hair, like I said, after having a baby, my hair was going through it. And I reached out to you because my hair was just like, it started to become like brittle and it was like breaking off really bad. And you were like, I want you to do the overnight deep conditioner. And you told me, I believe you told me at the time to do it every week. You was like, I want you to wash your hair every week and do the overnight treatment. And I texted you back like, oh my God, it's working. Like within 2 weeks, I could see a difference already. Within a week, I could see a difference in the texture of my hair. And oh my God, the guidance you give, how you're really there for everybody that is a customer and people who are even curious. Like you take your time and you're patient with them. And I respect that. And I love that because you're not just selling a product. You're building a community of people who have desperately been searching for hair care products for our hair, that really work.
Yes. So, I mean, it's one thing to go out there and like sell a product. And a lot of us, we don't really know a lot about our natural hair. Like, I feel like, we're kind of on this journey together. Like our moms and our grandmothers, they put relaxers in our hair, they would straighten our hair. And we were never really given a choice to embrace like our natural hair. So I feel like in the season that we're in, education is so important. Yes, we got all the products, but if you don't know what works for you, if you're not sure what to use, how to use it, how often, like something as simple as deep conditioning weekly could change your life, like change the whole journey. And a lot of people don't deep condition because it's just it's timely. By the time you get done with shampooing, you're tired, you're like, all right, I'll deep condition next week, I'll deep condition next month, and we never quite get to it. And because of that, it's not like our hair isn't growing, it grows, but it's breaking off because it's so dry and we're not giving it that nourishment it needs to retain moisture. So I really try to focus on like, educating our customers, just allowing people to know why they need to buy something. I'm not just selling you something, but here's why you need it. Here are the benefits. Here's how it can help your family. So our products are like good for infants all the way to your grandmother, right? So, it's really important for people to have a company and have a brand that they feel comfortable with and that they can trust and know that these products are truly natural. They really, really work, and we're not all about just selling you something. We want you to learn how to do it. And we want you to know why you're using each product and how it can help. So, thank you.
People were asking about locks. So I still use the products even with my locks. And let me tell you, I think my biggest misconception with locks before I had them was that you weren't supposed to keep them hydrated. And I quickly learned, no, you need to keep your locks clean and you need to keep them hydrated. So I still use the overnight deep conditioner when I'm doing my washing, my wash day. I do it the night before. And I used your wash bar.
The shampoo bar. Did you like that?
Goodness.
Yeah, that shampoo bar is, I feel like people sleep on that shampoo bar, but they don't even know what they're missing. That shampoo bar is so fire.
Especially when you have locks, because it helps when you have a bar so you can really get the tips and you can like really get in there. So, oh my goodness, I remember one day I had posted a video. I had just washed my hair the night before. I did the overnight conditioner. I couldn't do it overnight because I had to get up for work early the next day. So I did it for like 4 hours. I let it sit in my hair. I steamed it and put a cap on. When I washed my hair, I used the shampoo bar that you gave me. And let me tell you, my loctician was like, wait, how did you get your hair to look so fluffy? It looks so like moist and fluffy and shiny. Everybody, even she noticed the difference. She said, what did you do?
She's a professional, right? So it's like, it's so important. Like, I know people are funny about sleeping with products, in their hair. And they're like, I don't like to sleep with moisture in my hair. And that's fine. And I tell people all the time, it's called the overnight deep conditioner because when I made it, when I was coming up with it, we used it overnight on my daughters because I had 2 little girls and it was just easier for me to deep condition at night. And then we do our wash day process in the morning. So it was just a matter of convenience. But I tell people, like, there's nothing magical that happens overnight. It's really just for convenience. Like, the products will work 8 o'clock in the morning, noon, 5 p.m., whenever you put it in. But we just need to make sure that we're getting our deep conditioners in. And for us, because we had such a busy life, we had a young family, doing it overnight was like the best, So anybody out there, if you're not missing, if you're not deep conditioning, please make sure you guys are adding a good natural product to your hair. our overnight deep conditioner is excellent. It's also a frozen product. So like our products are like natural. Like I'm not even I took this right out the freezer before I got on this live for y'all, and this is the one that my girls were using, because you can see, like, you know, we get high up our ocean clock.
And I heat mine up on the stove.
Yes.
I put it in a measuring cup, and I put water in the pot, and I let it melt that way. I don't like microwaving. I don't want to kill anything.
Yes.
Yep.
So like a hot water bath is best. Or I tell people, like, you know, setting it out overnight, like, you know, if you can remember, take it out tonight, you're going to deep condition tomorrow, pour out what you need, and then you can set that in a hot water bath and apply it to your hair. But it is certainly a holy grail product. Like, it has worked. I don't care what's going on with your hair. You put this deep conditioner in there and it's off to the races. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. And you touched on low porosity hair. Like, I know a lot of people, they feel like when they have low porosity hair, it's almost like they got picked last in the hair lottery, right?
Right.
So, yeah, it's like, oh my God, I got low porosity hair, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, listen, you have low porosity, and that's why education is so important. Because I love low porosity hair. I think because I have low porosity hair, my daughters have low porosity hair, so it's really all I know. You know, we've kind of built this line around not just for low porosity hair. All porosity types, all hair types can use our products, but we know what works for low porosity hair because we deal with it daily, right?
Yeah.
So just a quick, you know, gem for you guys. If you're on here and you have low porosity hair and you feel like your hair isn't retaining moisture, the first thing that you can do outside of deep conditioning, we kind of touched on that. Another thing that you can do is know what your moisture schedule is. And people are like, what do you mean by your moisture schedule? So your moisture schedule is the amount of days it takes for your hair to get dry. So you talk about your locks and you're like, you know how important like hydration is. So start our moisturizing process with like our curl refresher. I know you like that one, the acai curl refresher. Yeah, so it's important to start with like a water-based product first. Then you want to seal your moisture in with like oil. So we have like our herbal growth oil you can use for that. And when you came on initially, you talked about you following, you getting our products because you were concerned about your edges. So our intensive scalp oil will grow your edges back. Like, can you just tell them about that? Because I know you had some postpartum shedding after Chase. Let me know about this intensive.
Let me tell you, first of all, I just locked my hair May 4th, 2021. When I first locked my hair, even for people who follow me, if you go back to before I changed my locks and I have the curly tips now, if you go back, you'll notice that I had way less locks in the front of my hair. Because I didn't have much hair. It was so thin. I think I have like 16 going across the front now.
Wow.
Before I had 10.
Wow.
That's how much my hair grows. And you can actually see, like, I don't put my baby hair inside the lock, so I kind of pull it down.
Right. It's really
I couldn't do that. If you go back and look at my pictures, I could not do this. That intensive scalp oil is the truth. Really my goodness.
Like, it really is. I tell people it will grow hair on a rock, like, for real. If you use it consistently, like, you know, a lot of people get it and they're like, oh, you know, I haven't been using it. I'm like, you have to be consistent. Like anything else, if it's going to work, you got to make it work, right?
Yeah.
So that intense, if you have like any hair growth issues, missing your edges, you got a bald spot, you got alopecia, any and all of those things, the intensive scalp oil will definitely help to grow your hair back.
Yes, somebody asked about alopecia. You have testimonials on your social media.
Yes.
Talking about alopecia.
We got a lot of alopecia. I mean, unbelievable testimonials to where people would be like, girl, stop lying. Like, stop it. Right? Listen. So, yeah, our growth and hydration bundle, I think it's a combination of the products just truly being natural. Like, you know, people are like, you know, the product, how come the products work so well? We are true to what we do. We make natural products, the end, okay? And not only that, we source like the best quality ingredients. We make sure like our oils are super potent and that we use herbs that are gonna like stimulate follicular growth and all of that stuff. So we're not just out here randomly picking things. Like everything is put together in a set. Everything is put together in a formulation for a certain reason. So anyone on here that struggles with alopecia, our growth and hydration combo is absolutely amazing. If you follow our page, you'll see we'll put up testimonials from time to time. our sunflowers, as we call them. I mean, we have people who have gone from completely bald to over a year. I mean, curls blowing in the wind. So just unbelievable transformations, just being consistent and using the products, deep conditioning, using your oils, following your moisture schedule,
yes,
keeping your scalp clean, all of that stuff. So, and I wanted to talk about something else too. Like, I've been seeing a lot on social media, especially since the weather has been getting cold.
Oh yeah.
Especially here in Maryland. So you already know, right? It was freezing this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So there's this scalp condition called seborrheic dermatitis that really flares up when the weather changes. So it's people who, I don't know if you ever seen it, like people who have like, it's like worse than dandruff. It's really thick. It sometimes you can see it around the perimeter of the hairline. Oh. It's like super cakey. It smells bad. And it just like cakes up on your scalp after like a couple of days, right? And people struggle with this. I mean, my daughter started going through this when she started going through puberty because of the excessive sebum, right? So a lot of girls and boys, when they start going through puberty, you'll notice that they'll have breakouts, they have pimples, they get oily skin, and a lot of that sebum sits on their scalp. So that causes the dermatitis, and it really flares up when it gets cold. So I wanted, it's such a debilitating condition. Like, it doesn't make you sick, but I mean, it messes with your mind, right? Because I know for me, it took such a long time for me to figure out what was going on. So our scalp bundle is like super, super amazing for just eliminating the flakes, making sure that the cells aren't reproducing on the scalp, and just minimizing that buildup. So I know a lot of us, we love our braids and all of that stuff, but we're unable to wear like long-term protective styles because we can't keep our scalp clean. So, I just wanted to say that because we've gotten a lot of increased emails about, dermatitis and buildup during the winter time. So I just wanted to put that out there as well.
Yeah. And then for those who have locks, I know it's so hard with locks because there's a lot of locticians out there who don't really know how to really maintain and protect and keep your locks healthy. Right. So I've been learning from my loctician and just learning along the way. And for me, everybody's different, but for me, I like to wash my locks weekly. I got my little hair ritual. I have my routine. I use the intensive scalp oil. I actually use it every other night.
I love it.
And just because with locks, you don't want them to be too oily.
Right.
So so I use it every other night. And then I put it into the areas where I know it needs help.
Right, exactly.
Yep, I concentrate on those areas, and I use the herbal growth oil throughout my whole hair, and I do that once a week. Perfect. So, and I do that after I wash. I spray it. I use your leave-in conditioner, and then I have like a little rosemary mix that I'll just spray, on my hair, just on the tip, so it smells good and all the good stuff. Because my essential oils, and then I use the oil, and then I let it dry and everything before I go to sleep, and my hair has grown so much and so fast, and it's growing in thick. I have new buds of hair throughout my whole head that I didn't even know could still grow hair. So it's so full and it's so thick. I literally just got my hair retwisted today, and my loctician was just like, wow, look at all of this growth. She said, I'm going to have to like crochet some of this growth into your lock because
you're sprouting new follicles. Your hair is getting thicker and everything. And you mentioned something about your essential oil. So our products are natural, right? So they don't have a distinctive smell, most of them. So I just wanted to let the people know, like, if you want to add like a smell to your oil, it's often better to add an essential oil. And I know, Mila Eve, you guys have an array of essential oils, like therapeutic grade, concentrated stuff. That's the kind of oils you want to add to your products. You don't want to be out here adding, passion fruit, and you want to add something that's going to be really good for your hair. So things that are super effective for the hair: rosemary, lavender, tea tree oil, eucalyptus, peppermint. So, and I know that's all stuff that you guys have there at Mila Eve. So if you're on here and you have our products and you want a little bit of maybe you're not happy with because it takes people a while to get used to the natural nature of our products. And they'll be like, oh, we don't smell like nothing. I'm like, it smells like what's in it. That's how God wanted it to smell. I'm not about to change what God wanted to do. You know? So, but if you're someone that wants a little bit more if you're right? add
Yes.
essential oils and make sure you're adding ones that are good for hair. So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
what I would say as well. But that what I wanted to say to you, I'm really happy that you're so aware of what's going on with your hair, right?
Yes.
Awareness is like key. A lot of us, we don't really pay attention. So you're aware that, okay, I only need to use the herbal growth oil once a week to seal my moisture in. I need to use the intensive scalp oil like every other day. So we just need folks to be more conscious, more aware about how often they're using the products, you know, not just so loosey-goosey, you know, being more intentional about what they put on their scalp, because we also have to remember that what we put on our scalp goes in our bloodstream, right? It's sitting on this, so we want to make sure, I mean, the world is filled with toxins to start with, so we want to make sure that if we're doing anything intentional for ourselves, it's something that's going to be healthy for us and it's not going to hurt us in the long run. So
absolutely, absolutely. And when it comes to essential oils, I love using, like, I like to feel that tingly sensation. So I like using rosemary. Sometimes I'll use peppermint and lang lang, which is actually really good for hair.
Yes,
but I love
it
the
smells
smell.
so good. I love it.
Love it.
Yes. It smells really, really good. We put that in a lot of our growth products because it's excellent for growth. And I just love that, like, it has like a, almost like a relaxing, chill, like a warm smell to it. I really love it.
I love lang lang. Yes. And then I even posted my, so I have an essential oils company called Mila Eve Essentials. So if you go to shopmilaeve.com, we'll actually be starting up our Black Friday sale on Black Friday. So if you join our subscription list, or if you follow me on Instagram, Mila Eve Essentials, you'll be able to get the notice when that Black Friday sale starts and save some money and get some great products. But yes, no, somebody said lang lang is not talked about enough. I know, it's so good.
But I
and
wanted to add to that too, your bath salts. You're not talking about that because I actually have some of the bath salts. And girl, I'm telling you, I work hard, okay? These products don't make themselves. And at the end of the day, your girl is tired. So when you get in that tub and you put some of those bath salts in, and you can even add some of the essential oils to that too. You put the bathroom door, you get you a little half-used candle, you like that? I mean, bliss, absolute bliss. So yeah, just to encourage you guys, go check those out. Ultimate self-care. Not only self-care though, but a lot of essential oils have like, so there are two kind of oils. There are carrier oils and they're essential oils. Essential oils are more potent than carrier oils, right? And you never really want to use an essential oil like directly on your skin. You always want to like carry it with something. So if you're looking for like good quality essential oils, check out Mila Eve. You can also add those to your hair products as well. That way you know that you're doing something absolutely amazing for yourself and for your hair and you know, for your body in general. So
yes, it's good. And just being able to do and practice self-care, the stress level that a lot of people carry, that affects your hair growth, that affects your skin, that affects your mood. It really does. So you know, take care of your whole body. Make sure you drink water, you know, do the basics of things. But having products like what Sunny In Denbigh offers, like, y'all know, I don't be out here promoting unless I truly am a customer, truly believe. And I've been using your products for years, and I completely love it. My kids always love feeling their hair when they're done. Like, oh my God, my hair feels so soft, mommy. You know,
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And I know you're like a big fan of the body butters as well. So I have like some of my, it's funny.
I have everything.
My customers tell me about you. They were like, oh my God, I was just on Monique's live and she was talking about how she uses your body butter for sunscreen and she uses like, you know, and I'm like, man, I missed the live, but you always show love and we truly, really appreciate it because,
And your black soap, the African black soap. Listen, look, you know, I just read up.
Oh, I know. I saw
at 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, let me get my order in.
Yes, you stocked up too. I'm like, ooh, she's gonna be good for a while too.
Yeah, I got a bunch of traveling coming up. So like, even when I go on trips, I'm bringing my Sunny In Denbigh. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be in Egypt in what, like a week and a half. So I'm gonna make sure I take some pictures of your products.
Yes, this is what I'm bringing. Absolutely amazing. So the body butters and soaps kind of took on a life of their own. We started with the black soap. And then people love the black soap so much, they started asking us for other soaps. Then we came up with like the turmeric for dark spots. Now we got like lemongrass. We got like the soaps and body butters are like taking on a life of their own. But I'm just really humbled that people, you know, love these products, and, you know, you guys hold them in high regard. And as the creator of these products, I just feel an obligation to continue doing my best for you guys as well. So
yes, absolutely. Thank you for what you do. I totally appreciate it. I know it's not easy with all of the keeping up with social media, handling the orders, and you're a mom and you're a wife. Like, you have so much going on. So I appreciate it.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you so much. And if there's anyone on here who wants to shop with us, want to experience our products firsthand, we created a code just for this live. If you use the code SAVE20, you can go to www.sunnyindenbigh.com, enter the code at checkout, and you can save 20% off of the order. Somebody said, I just went on the site and purchased the tea tree oil. How many drops do you need? So for the tea tree oil, it's super strong. It's a therapeutic grade tea tree oil. So you probably need like 3 or 4. You don't want to use too much because it's really strong. It's
one
really
drop goes a long way.
It goes a long way. And don't forget to check out Mila Eve's Black Friday sale as well. You guys have my word that I'm telling you, like, the essential oils are dope. The bath salts are dope. Go and stock up on your self-care. It's about to be winter time. We're about to be in the house. You know, let's make bath time a thing. Let's make self-care a thing so that we could be better women, not only for ourselves and our spouses, but for our kids. And so we feel good about ourselves. You know, life is so stressful. Sometimes a nice bath, it just does a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
absolutely. Yes.
But thank you, babe, for coming on. Thank you, everyone, for you know, commenting. I didn't see all the comments, but I pray that you guys got whatever answers you needed. If you need anything, you can DM us or email. All right. Love you guys. Thank you, honey. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.